page set to get into the light. Must be locked from the other side. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Hey everyone, this is John. Welcome back to our Alan Wake 2 playthrough. This one's just going to be solo by me again. We're still getting through the first paces of Alan Wake. And in the first episode, I found out that Saga Anderson was going to be the character we were playing for the most part. She is a member of the FBI, and she's teamed up with a fellow named Alex Casey, which coincidentally is the same name as the character that Alan Wake himself, when he was writing novels, had created and centered an entire franchise on, and ultimately killed him off in his last novel. Interesting that the name is the same. I suspect this all aims to the fact, which I don't think is a spoiler. I don't know for a fact because I haven't played it yet, but I think this all leads to the notion that Alan Wake is scripting this entire story. Saga and Alex Casey are just fictional characters in this universe that Alan Wake has created, and I think some of the things we see kind of are cluing us into that. The one thing in particular, in my opinion, is that brain space that Saga enters into when she's trying to solve a crime. There's times when she just gets magical information that she really couldn't have, intuitions about how people are behaving or whether they're innocent or not. She encountered a couple who had witnessed a crime and were completely innocent. But even though they were acting suspicious and even though they clearly were doing some things wrong, she just sort of let them go. She's like, oh yeah, I know these people are innocent no matter what. But there was nothing really saying that other than just the fact that, they kind of came clean on a couple of things they were doing, even though they were still acting, in my opinion, a bit suspicious. So I suspect what's happening here is the story is going on here is everything that Saga is doing is per this story Alan is writing. And if you remember from the original Alan Wake, everything that happened in Alan Wake after he got to the island and dove into the water to look for his wife seems to have been a story that he was writing at the behest of the evil forces here, the dark presence. And that tells me that the same thing is happening here. As far as we know, Alan has been trapped in the dark presence for the last, 13 years? And this may be his, final play to try to escape from it, its clutches, and get out of it. In the meantime, we do have a murder mystery going on, and there seems to be some kind of cult, pardon the language, backwood hicks going on, murdering people and doing some kind of weird religious ritual thing. I also suspect that's all part of the plot. I think everything here is part of Alan's power struggle through fiction writing with his story against the dark presence. There we are. There's the music. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, the coffee today is Black Rifle. Since it's just by myself, the chocolate is Pepperidge Farm's chocolate chip cookies. Here we go. Now, where we left off,
Hey, boss.
Saga and Casey were
Downstairs,
going
ready to go.
with the local sheriff, Sheriff Breaker,
All prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
to investigate and visit the morgue to see the
This
corpse.
is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep,
Anything
yep.
you need,
Just
just
here to pay my
let us
ticket.
know.
We appreciate the
Whenever you're
support,
ready to
Sheriff.
take my
How are
money.
you?
Whatever she's saying.
Agent?
Carry on. Don't mind me, I'm just
As you
gonna...
know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Hear
Sheriff
this
Breaker
was-
wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Yeah, I don't know about you folks, but I don't care for all these gruesome murders and whatnot right here in our wholesome little town. It's not what I signed up for.
This line of work is not for the faint of heart.
Faint of... Oh,
Wait, is that Sheriff Breaker? The old Sheriff Breaker. Okay.
Are we done with all this official business yet? I have a breakfast bagel waiting for me.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Restricted access.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
What else does she do? Interesting.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Cult necklace. Interesting. Does the shortcut key work? No. Okay, interesting how that mechanic works, though. What's this here? I'm just exploring everything first, because I don't know. What is it? Wrong one. I just wanted to see her inventory. I guess I'll have to set up these D-pad things later. I know, I lost track of them. I'm just kind of looking through things here. What's this? That's more bullets, I guess I can use those. I'll take them. I'm helping myself. Don't worry about me. Who are you? Is everyone related to Sheriff Breaker here? They're like all her kids or something? Anyway.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
What did they leave in the chest? Okay. Okay, I guess I need to select cases here.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well,
Okay.
until now.
Killer. Okay.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
I really love playing with the interface. Cause of death, they ripped his heart out.
Think, Saga.
Cause of death. Bloating. Interesting. Timely consists of bloating.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated,
Do you think?
waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Really?
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Did the killers leave it there? What do you think? This is television. Oh, this is the adventure tour stuff. We already saw that. Hey, you guys want to get something to eat?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't
There's
see
my
her.
boy.
The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on.
It's not.
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Here we go. Here we go.
Casey!
Well. Get up. Get up. Get up. Come on. Let's go. None of this cutscene incompetence will work. But granted, you just got that crap kicked out of you, so fine. But come on, let's go, Saga. Let's do this.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Nightingale.
Shit. He's coming. No weapon.
You don't have a gun? What kind of FBI agent are you? Okay. Where am I going? Don't you have a flashlight?
He can't see me in the light.
Point the flashlight at him. Flashlight? Okay, if you're an FBI agent investigating a murder, you don't have your sidearm on you, you're a pretty bad agent. End of story. End of story on that one. Come on, guys. Didn't they give you like the 10 millimeter FBI load? Come on. This is really disappointing. You know what? I know what it is. They're staging it up for the usual kind of thing. Those things really annoy me. This is not how the story goes. No kidding. Okay, let's do the whole thing. Do we get to watch the whole thing again? Yay.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
It is.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's
There has
created
to
a
be
fucked
skin
up
in the game
fantasy
for the
about us.
protagonist, otherwise it's not a good story,
Hey,
right?
hold on. We found these kinds of pages.
Alex
I
Casey
didn't
dies
think they
again.
were
Is that what happens here?
To this case. I have them right here.
See how many tries it takes me to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I guess it just says go from
Wait!
safe haven to safe haven, in which case, fine, I'll try to do that.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Did you say clicker? The clicker? A lot of fan service. Fan service is strong in this one. Come on, Phoebe, get up. Let's move.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
So Nightingale is definitely a Taken.
I'll make you pay.
I'll make you pay. For what? I didn't feel like I'm Rambo in like First Blood here. I didn't do anything.
No weapon.
No weapon. That's on you,
Said
but
to get
whatever.
into the light.
Alright, so get into the light. Yeah, okay, great. Stay in the light. Uh-huh. What the hell?
Must be locked from the other side.
Oh, for God's sake.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Oh, come on! I was pointing the light at him. Well, that doesn't work. Okay, we're skipping this scene now. Has the case gone cold? This is not how the story goes. Alright, so step into the light. Alright. So she has to go back here. That's alright. Flashlight. Can we hide here? Let's try this next. Let's just see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse me.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Okay. So running past him doesn't work. She turns on the light at that point. I'm like, is that what you're supposed to do? Clearly it doesn't help. Uh-huh. If they're following you when you enter, you lose track of you. Okay, use a hand flare to escape the enemy's grapple unharmed. What's a hand flare? I'm going to see what a hand flare is. Obviously, I'm missing something key here. Sprint and dodge, interact, aim, shoot, reload, flashlight, flashlight boost. Let's see if right... And we're just going to go through this piecemeal here. Alright. Flashlight. Where's your flashlight? We have to actually go in here to get the flashlight? Okay.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Can I turn on the... Oh, come on, flashlight boost! Well, if her gun is in the hallway, let's go get it. Actually, I'm going to investigate this room over here.
It's not opening.
Can you open this door, please? Locked. What's this here? Nothing. Now I'm just exploring around to see what I can do here. Kate, can I have your hog leg, please? It's getting annoying. Anything here I missed? Just go through this systematically, I guess.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Okay. So I'm here. Am I supposed to stay here? That's lame if that's what it is.
He can't see me in the light.
Right.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
So I'll just go out in the hall now, huh?
Vanished.
Okay, that's lame. And you're a bad agent. Why is your gun in the hall? End of chapter 1. Okay, yeah. That was the end of it. For a really supposed to be super uber competent agent, that was pure negligence there. That's all I'm going to say. Let's listen to the song though. It sounds pretty good. It's a good song. I wonder who did it. By the way, the song that we use as our intro, I have dubbed that Electrica Discordant. But it's actually a remix, some effects added, that kind of thing, of the Dead Combo's Electrica Cadente, which is... Dead Combo, unfortunately, I think is kind of a dead issue at this point. One of the founders of that group passed away. It was just two guys who played guitar from Portugal. And they were just phenomenal. I love good guitar playing. You know, nope. It was just a wonderful little combo, and they did a lot of great music. I recommend you look at it. Dead Combo, Volume 1. That's one of the things that I think Remedy gets so right, is this sort of the soundtrack. They know who to reach out to. They don't just farm it out to some guy and do it all with Logic Pro, although I've had some good soundtracks from that too, and I love playing with Logic Pro. But anyway, neither here nor there. Well done. Continuing. This is now episode 2.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Language case. Here's the lady present. What do we have here?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Ritual. I love how he has crossed out and handwritten stuff. This is totally old school writer. I love it. I love it. Autopsy room was a mess. Like I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker. He did say the clicker. He did say the clicker. Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played Alan Wake number 1. The clicker was just a little electric switch that Alan's mom had gave him when he was a little boy. Given him. Let me use one. The clicker was just a little electric switch that Alan's mom had given him when he was just a little boy. To keep the monsters away at night, right? But he managed to get a hold of that again through the story and use the clicker to defeat Barbara Jagger, the avatar of the Dark Presence. And that is how his wife was able to escape, though Alan himself remained trapped, because there had to be a balance, right? So he's talking about the clicker. Lights off, somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here. Hemingway brought you here. That's right. Get out of my house. Yes. Okay, yeah, we already read that one, the message. Possible mystery. Stop the monster. Okay. Case board. Follow you into the dark. That was the name of that one. Okay, cool. We can listen to these again easily then. I love it as we unlock it. Nightingale attacked us. How that works exactly, I'm not sure.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Damn me, I'm starting to grow a little bit more fond of this Headspace caseboard thing here. Maybe. We'll see. It's not as... It was really clunky to get used to it, but now that I'm into it, maybe it's not so bad.
Doesn't make sense.
He's a Taken. Right. What is a Taken? Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. That's a next steps thing, though. That's for sure. Now, this is the part I don't like. Anything learned from the body. Original writing. Consistent with previous murders. Go here. I don't like how you reset the thing every time I guess wrong. That's annoying. Where did Nightingale go? Sure. The overlap. These pages aren't making sense. Okay. Case closed?
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Oh boy, she said. Be careful what you wish for, right? Victim of the cult of killing. Became a monster. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to place it over here.
Right.
Cult ritual, what is it? Victim's bottom organ covered in writing, page found inside the chest. That does sound like the cult ritual. What is it? Okay, now I'm back to not liking this. It's like the concept isn't bad. I'm just getting tired of this interface and playing around with it. Okay. Writing part of ritual, is it? Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster. Goes up here to Nightingale. Cult symbols, cult psychology. What is this cult?
That's not right.
I mean, it could be. Cult ritual. Victim of cult killing became a murderer. Oh, that's a whole separate thing. I think that goes underneath the... I guess we need to position it there. I mean, this almost would be better if you just had a bunch of tick boxes. You know, I mean, guys, this is like an electronic discovery review project a little bit. Just categorize it right. Yeah, you could make that a little easier, I think. Like, make it so that collecting the data is interesting, is automated. But then you have to develop your own conclusions and make sure you develop the right conclusions. Don't give the user the answer based on the data he collects. Make him read the data and come up with the conclusion there, and don't let him progress until he has the right answer. That's a way to make this one more interesting, I think. Anyway, all right, we'll continue. I love the Caskellis brothers. They're certainly behind the whole thing, right? They have to be. It's too easy for them to. It's too easy to not make that connection. But it's fun to see their ads. No, by the way, I'm just speculating here. I do not know. I'm just saying what I'm seeing based on the thing, on the story. What happened to the
Right before
sheriff?
things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
He knew. Did he? He'd read the book. That's why, you magnificent bastard. I read your book.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. It just... I wouldn't have said that quite that way. I don't know. That's a huge leap to make here.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken.
Taken.
We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
The Taken
Okay.
are filled with darkness.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you
Yeah,
get
we're
spooked
great.
by the
Thanks.
bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Language. There's a lady present.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
Yeah.
He's dead.
It's like
Yeah,
when
right.
It's like when an elephant
Well, that's all
falls down.
crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Hey guys, did you notice the deputy's like dead on the floor there?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real. And
Maybe-
magic's definitely not real.
Do we know who she was? I'm like, guys, did you notice that there's a dead body there? I don't know. Okay, cool, whatever. Let's pay attention to that one. Wait, shortcut key, does that work? No, of course not. Shortcut key doesn't work anywhere I want to go. Fair enough. What's that again? More bullets. I'll take them.
I need something to cut this.
We get bolt cutters. Let's go to the Caskellis brothers. To hell with the feds. In this case, the sheriff. Whatever. All right, let's move. Where are we going? Anyway?
Terrifying pair.
Come on, Case. Let's move. Hey, you know there was someone murdered downstairs, just saying. What do we have here? Trauma pad, battery pack, handgun ammo. Handgun. Logan's Charm increases maximum health. Nice. Key to the shortcut gate. Okay. Manuscript fragments, charm bracelet, flashlight. Okay, cool. Let's move. Are you gonna answer that?
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
There's no client here. them, she says. I think she said it was singular.
It doesn't budge.
Jeez. Can we go through here?
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
Is that the client?
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Go out the door. Doesn't
Do you
quite
think
look
I
the
like
same.
throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't.
It won't
You have any
open.
idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
Okay. Oh, what's this? Stealing the toilet paper. Okay, wonderful. Sheriff's got his problems, I guess, huh?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have.
Do we take this car? Or what?
Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah.
We need backup. The Bright Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been rung yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
You're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her uncle Tapio on the line from Watering. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
I wonder if that's... doesn't seem like the same voice actor. I wonder if it is. The radio guy.
How about over the next
Drahan Tools and Hardware, Barbecue, Fishing and Hunting, Life Vest. This would be a nice store to check out if you weren't in my way. So whatever. All right, let's move on. Deerfest is coming. Winter is coming. I like the old Alan Wake.
This is not the way.
There's a van there. I just wanted to take it. I like the old Alan Wake where you could just jump in any old car and drive it and steal it. That was actually kind of neat. Bank of Bright Falls. National Nightmare Filth. Oh. Great time. There's the Oh Dear Diner. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be going here. What's this? Right, need to register. Sure. Man, Bright Falls really looks crappy lately. It looks so much nicer last, like kind of a...
Good to see you.
Nestled in the woods kind of vacation place. Now it looks like it's gone through hell. Set it from there. Wonderful. Can I go into here? Nope. Go to your diner.
Yako, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yakko needs. Alma beer to the rescue! Bring out your inner Wolverine with Alma beer. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Alma beer. Alma beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown.
Where's the route?
In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad if it's intentional. Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Unleash your inner Wolverine, yes. I must say this, you know, having watched Detroit Become Human, or played Detroit Become Human, and then, which was designed mostly by French-Canadian developers, and then now playing through this, which is designed mostly by Finnish developers. I want to go to Finland. Helsinki, you know? Get Viborg. Guys, Finland, Viborg. You should take it back one of these days. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's move. Enough Finnish revanches.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Can I talk to her again? She always stands like this. She always did in the past, too, I think. So, hey, so where am I going? Track Nightingale and Cauldron Lake. Alright, I'm gonna take a pause here. Controls, graphics, interface, subtitle. You know, I actually want signage subtitles on. I don't want to hide the HUD. Dot crosshair. Let's turn it on. Oh, good. That's helpful. Know what I'm aiming at least.
Hello. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. What's that?
This is the same symbol as that cult necklace.
Interesting. Maybe I should check out this building here. Oh, it's the police station. Interesting. I think
See you around.
think the police are all in on this? I will confess, I'm not sure where I'm going right now. Was I supposed to stay with Alex Casey? Maybe I was. I don't know. Alright. I mean, this is okay. I don't mind exploring here. Hey, who are you? You the Cassells?
Here.
Hey, can I notice that? Apparently I can't. Has Nightfall's or Brightfall's been taken over by this? If you go around tearing down posters, maybe? Yeah, that's in vogue. Harvest Fest. What's up, Sheriff? I feel like the game wants me to do something. I'm just not quite clear what that thing is here. Track Nightingale at Cauldron Lake. How do I get to Cauldron Lake, guys? Can I just take the car? Can I take this car? I mean, I don't remember what my car looked like. I just remember we came down this way, right? Maybe that's it, just meet up with the car. I don't see Casey around here either. Like a HUD dot indicating where I'm supposed to go next could have been useful here, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain too loudly, I guess. Talk to any of you? No.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, too. Huh. Cole Street. Pine Funeral. Oh. Foreshadowing, maybe? Ah. There's the slick crown, Vic.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Historic Elderwood Palace Lodge, Bright Falls. Reopened 2016. $1898. Bravely stood the test time. It was carefully taken apart and relocated to downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt in its original glory log by log. What? Why would you do that? I think I know why. You did that because you didn't want to have me drive all the way out to see Elderwood Lodge again. I don't know why you moved it. What does that say? Jaywalking cost lives. Let's check out the lodge.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deerfest, though. So if you're sticking around till then.
So this was the lodge that
I don't think I am.
the fellow who was the psychiatrist.
We have some breaking news that's sure to knock your socks off. Davis Family Beef Jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in 3 delicious flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home.
Yeah, I know. I'm being very thorough here, going through every last thing, but I'll bet there's stuff here that can be found. Don't know for a fact, so I'm just gonna. We'll see. Aha. What do we hear? Cauldron Lake, looking at news and rumors, focus on 2010, cross-reference little case files from NYC cult similarities. Find out name. Good coffee from diner. Oh, this is the couple that we met up with at the diner. This is obviously where they're staying. I'm glad I can just sort of barge in without a search warrant or anything. I don't know how the cops work in Finland, guys, but that's not quite how we do it here. Ideally. What am I saying? Can I talk to you? Maybe not.
It's not opening.
Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sun shines right around the corner.
You play the piano?
I can't get through this.
It's funny, these look like medical carts. Please wait to be seated.
Hello.
Hello, dancing queen. Take some coffee, man. Private. Oh. I think I was already back here. Hey, it's that thing.
Rest easy, buddy.
Looks delicious. This looks like her... This looks like her mind palace. Interesting. This looks like her mind palace. What the heck? Well, I guess this is where they're set off, maybe? Maybe I missed that part. That's where the FBI has set up their field HQ. Okay. That's why it's marked as private.
I can't force it open.
Okay. Interesting. So that Mind Palace actually is a real place, and it's right there at the lodge. Hey, excuse you. That's a heck of a beard you got there, dude. Think he's part of the cult, too?
Hi.
Hi.
If you're a fan of coffee and retro vibes, the Oh Dear Diner is just down the street.
Oh, do you go there a lot yourself?
Sure. It's,
Alright, I'm just gonna... You might as well look at everything here and then depart. No sense in wasting the moment, right?
Have a nice day.
You too. Dead end, huh? Billy's Boatyard.
I need bolt cutters.
We all do. Alright, let's get to my slick Crown Vic. Or... Actually, I guess Impala. Ah, yes. Impala SS. This looks like a combination Impala Crown Vic. Let's go.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know
Please
why
do.
Nightingale was here 13 years ago.
Why?
He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least.
New York?
Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back.
Or
their
Alan Wake is
imagined
copying
profit.
his own stuff.
After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
LOL. But if you didn't, you wouldn't have that moment of exposition while you were driving out after we'd already started playing. Return to the heart.
The page
Okay.
says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
Pause 1 sec. Guess this display does not support HDR.
Start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here.
The writer is he. It's Alan
Different
Wake.
rules.
We know who he is.
I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues.
Oh, now you
To
have
solve
your
the
guess.
case.
Toxic volcanic gas. Interesting. Is that just what they're telling the people? I like the animation for drawing that gun. It really is like spot on. Oof. I guess we're not coming back that way.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
What's this? Who are you?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
The FBC.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
Federal Bureau of Control.
How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
I want to get a sauna.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery.
Plus your name's
My
Saga.
hometown was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Olla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Interesting.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Thank you. I need to head out.
We met one of the mysterious Koskela brothers. I still think they're behind something here.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
A clues my ass.
Interesting.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance
Cold
we
fusion,
normally
maybe.
solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Casey sounds Canadian in his accent. That's interesting.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Seen it in a lot of places downtown. What's this?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it?
Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Take the chicken out of the fridge. I think that's got to be the wash your hands. Alright, maybe I don't have it here. Alright, we'll come back to that one then. I'm not gonna sit there.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Is this the way they go? Interesting. We're gonna have fight off Taken Man. There we go. There we are. Can I move? That's awesome. I think I was already here. But always go to the high ground, kids. Peach told her her family's moving. Okay, what's the point? She wants to stay in Bright Falls. Oh god, don't be so angsty. So I told her, she said thanks, kill me, snuck out again, went to the big house by the lake. Sounds like a weird going on. Some photos, gonna be epic. Yeah, sure could. Yes, every generation thinks it's the first one to fall in love, to have good music, and just really get it. I think it's going crazy. Alan is watching over us. Indeed he is. Because he's writing the whole story, of course. Do I have a map here? Here we are. Location here. Witch's Hut. What's this? Can I set like a... Conversation, new choices there. Okay, sure. Point of interest, point of interest. Not a point of interest. The Witch's Hut is where I'm at right now. Kids come back. There's new stuff there. What about in the hut? Beware, her spirit may still haunt the place. Is this Barbara Jagger's hut? Now we're getting into that old Alan weakness. I feel bad that I spent the whole time just messing around. Messing around with the city.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
Get the gun. Get the gun out.
Nightingale isn't far.
Not sure which way to go. Yeah, betting into the water is incorrect. On the other hand, maybe I don't have a choice. Really, game? You're gonna make me go into the bog? Let's try it. Can I climb up on the logs, please? Okay. You're so determined. But I guess Alan Wake's writing its story, so what are you going to do? Is this the way? I don't even know. I guess it is. What's this? Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. Gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady of having bewitched him. She was drowned and dropped later into a strange tree. The woman returned to avenge wrongdoers. She was not a witch before, she was one now. So she killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake, then she took out his heart and locked him in a box. Then she'd summoned him to the lake to enact revenge on her behalf. Or so the story goes. Is this what just happened to Agent Nightingale? The sheriff? Interesting. Not the sheriff, but Nightingale was the sheriff, right? What's this here?
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Oh yeah, this is so good. This is...
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Another manuscript page. Fascinating. I hate to say it, I'm going for 90 minutes. I might have to break out here. I kind of want to see what happens next. Can she go through here? Go through the gap. No. Carry on for a little bit. Now, in the old Alan Wake, you used to be able to climb up logs when you needed to. Because Alan could also jump a little bit. I don't see her able to do that here. Desafortunadamente. Let's see what it has. Well, this is the way we came in. Okay, I go back this way. There. No. I mean, I'm going to go back to the map for a second, because I'm just not sure where I'm supposed to go next. That's... Okay. Which sign? Should I just head back? Obviously, this is all blacked out, so that means I can't actually go past it, at least not at this stage of the game. The red zone. Red zone Cuba over here I need to check out. Why don't I do that? That appears to be dead ahead from where I'm facing, more or less, so I'll try. Man, I'm waiting for the swamp thing to come crawling out of the mire here. Let's go out. That's a red zone. So the red zone means walk away. Huh. Yeah. Red zone means I can't go through it. Watery. Watery. That's the thing that that guy was talking about. This terrain seems more Finland, marsh, bog, flatland a little bit, with a little bit of hills than it does Pacific Northwest, if you ask me, but, you know, artistic license, that's fine. This is not how I remembered Calden Lake before. Maybe we just didn't visit the bay this evening. Okay, hang out left, follow the trail. Path, follow path. Gate. Open gate, through gate, close gate. Last ferry 6:30, so run, run, run.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods.
What's up, dog?
Maybe just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a deer. There's nothing
Following up on
stupid's
a lead.
happening here. Yeah, it's just
Keep
a
checking
deer.
in.
Roger.
I'm sure it's just some kids having fun. You know, no big whoop. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Of course. Of course. Is there a direct key to the map? I need to turn 180. Oh, there's the thing I was looking for. Kind of tell me which way I'm supposed to be heading, right? I think so. Is that... No, it's not the compass. I thought the thing on the bottom left was what I was looking for. You know, Alan Wake, if you're writing the story, you could tell me which way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Hell of a night for a campground trip, isn't it? Went camping this summer. It had a tent. It cost $100 on Amazon. It slept 3 of us beautifully. I can't believe it. $100. Yeah, it's probably made by some Chinese sweatshop, but, you know, gotta pay the bills, too. I'm okay with China taking over the tent manufacturing industry. It's the rare earth industry and the manufacturing stuff for high precision equipment that I'm a little less sanguine about. Back here, huh? Yeah. Profiling. I got a profile thing here. Alright, let's do this, since I'm not making any progress otherwise. The overlap.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
Yes.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Which is Ladle?
Caldera Street Station. I guess I could have just used the arrow buttons. Wait, is there something here? I got 3 weapons upgrades, really? Can I... Oh, I only have 3. I only have 3 tickets, so no, I can't upgrade my gun, which is too bad. I could use an upgraded gun. Although, there's been astonishingly little combat so far. I mean, other than that thing at the end of episode 1 where I had to slug it out with Nightingale. Which really wasn't combat so much, it was just, I guess, doing what the tutorial said to do. Which I have, for some reason, I'm very averse to doing what the tutorials say to do. I don't know why. Okay, I was hoping that would just unlock something else to do. I guess I'll just follow this path down to here, see what happens next then. Okay, so we're aiming this way, I guess. Alright. I'm wondering how long Alex Casey lives until he finally bites it, because Casey must die. I mean, come on. I don't think the sheriff actually is a bad guy. I think he just knew what was going on because he'd read the manuscript. And it's like, alright. I know what's about to happen here. I'm getting ready to move. Okay, I got it heading the wrong direction again. This is the way we need to go. Okay. Turn left 90 degrees, then turn right. Now turn right. I think this is oh, now we're back to here. Oh, it's this thing. Where's that symbol again? Washing machine. Oh. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. What was the last one? I was wrong. That first symbol. Take a nap. Check out the cabin.
I feel bad for these guys.
Oh, jeez. Chill, man. We all feed on death, even vegetarians, right? As Mr. Spock said. Where's the bed? Okay, so 2 aside. Oh, what's this? What if it's something else, less natural and more man-made intention? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. It's a hiding place. They're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano. Lava. Second drawing, waterline. Engineering structure. Strange machines. Interesting. Okay, Okay, so 2 triangles apart. 2 triangles. Yeah. Let's get this thing open. I thought this was an optional kind of bonus thing, but maybe it's not. Chicken out of the fridge is up and down. Taking naps 2 apart. Cha-ching.
Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
I'll take them. Alright, looks like we have some cluing to do. Let's go to the case board. I think I'm going to break after this here. Text tattooed on the victim. What do we have here? Triangle graffiti found around town. So where are we at here? Man, I wish I could read this easier. Cult psychology, cult symbols. Alright. Triangle figures made from twigs. Triangle carving on the Nightingale table. Some kind of signature. Okay. It's commercial, like branding. Like our Finnish boys, right? Branding. Cult psychology. Yeah. Casey, the cult of the tree, is performing rituals to create monsters.
Doesn't make sense.
Cult symbols. What kind of cult? Keep it up. Just say no. God, this makes like go back and forth on this here cult goal. I don't have an explanation for this. How are they doing this? What the hell's going on here? Anything more I can take out of here? Does this thing lift up? No. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. I'm not a tree. I'm taking it anyway, because I'm not a tree. Trees can't move. Alright. Track Nightingale caller. Locate the witch's hut. I've already located the witch's hut, guys. What is this? I gotta go back? Alright. We'll go back to the witch's hut. Fine. This is kind of... I mean, like, it's already been there. Well, shouldn't I say go back to the witch's hut? Or is there some other witch's hut? Okay, there's the witch's hut. Fine, we'll go back there and then we'll get in some sort of armed combat, no doubt. And then we'll save. Because I am getting hungry and thirsty and I've run out of coffee and these are not good situations. Okay. I've already been here like 5 times, but whatever.
This is the witch's hut.
Yeah, I know. We've been here before. It's like 3 times. Let's keep going.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Nothing like a... Alright, honestly. Giving me atmosphere. If I hadn't already been here, this might be
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Oh, that's interesting. Should I look for the boys, the angsty, whiny teenage boy who's going on about this girl he likes, who has zero interest in him? Should I look for that place again? No. Or did he give up on it and go play Fortnite?
This fuse is busted.
Really? I guess I'll just keep looking then, huh? Better jobs, school. Who wants to stay in Bright Falls? I don't know. So I told her it's going to be epic. Okay.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Oh, dude, spare me the angst, please. Like, Saga, I really want to like you. Making it hard. Yeah, Alan's watching. That's great. I mean, honestly. Is this what our FBI agents are? School marms? Come on. Alright, let's just make that happen. Now we investigate the witch's hut with the lights on and presumably get into armed combat, I hope. Quick save. The break room's a place where you can save your progress.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. Witch's ladle. Towering over Saga. Watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Ah! Okay, good story, Alan Wake. Carrying on. Okay, so I can save here, which is what I just did. What's this down here? Let's just explore the place, I guess. More stuff. Bullets. What? 12 rounds in the magazine? That's it? You know, you can get up to 18. That's a Glock, man. Come on. It's little. It's for your FBI. Okay, so let's take a look at the sign out front. Again. I brought you the heart. dire, huh?
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
And also bullets. Batteries. Very important here. Yes, this is a separate one for Cauldron Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just slot it in there automatically. That's fine.
I already took care of all this.
Oh, thank God.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
Ritual, yes. A ritual is going to take place here, alright? Witch's ladle. Towering over Saga.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Profiling. Thank you.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap.
Indeed.
Where is it?
Just leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
She just magically knows this stuff because Alan Wake is writing the story, I guess. Okay. Sure. All right.
I need to check the general store for the heart.
Do you?
Casey! I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Nice. No one's married. All right. One last thing there, though. I think I'm going to call it for here. So unfortunately, I've run out of coffee, and that's really debilitating for me at the moment. Better. I'm feeling better about this story right now. But there's two problems that I have with it right now, which is number one, the atmosphere. It's not quite there. This isn't Bright Falls Cauldron Lake. This isn't the Pacific Northwest anymore. They've made it more into like a bog. I almost feel like I'm slogging it out in Florida or something like that, or South Carolina, which is not really the vibe you want to go for here, but that's kind of what it feels like. I don't feel like I'm in Washington State anymore. So so that's kind of a negative here. That's kind of a negative for me here, because I enjoyed hanging out in the woods in Elderwood. I actually enjoyed being in that atmosphere, and so there's a little bit of a downside there. Saga is still not an interesting character at all, mostly because she just seems like an empty vessel for Alan Wake's story. And when I say Alan Wake, I mean fictional Alan Wake, the fictional Alan Wake who's writing the story within a story that she's playing out right here. She seems very cardboard, there's absolutely nothing unpredictable about her, and she has knowledge only because the author has given her knowledge. It doesn't feel like she's actually earned anything. The storyboard thing is getting better, but I still think it's a fiddly interface, and unless you're actually expecting me to read through it and make my own conclusion, at some point have to make a choice based on what I've learned and put on the board and categorized laboriously on the board, and then have to face the consequences of whether I deduced correctly or not based on the information that was supplied to me. Well, they're going to have that. There is no real point to it other than just busy work. I hate to say it. I'm not feeling it quite there. I mean, I get the concept you're trying to go for there, but if you're not making me draw my own conclusions from that, you could have just dialogued the whole thing. You could have had a narrator. I mean, honestly, I hate the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3. But that's a better solution if that's all you're going to do with this Sam Lake. So come on, Sam Lake, give me something on that. I hope you do. I hope there's actually a choice that has consequences, in-game consequences that are unavoidable based on what I've learned and whether I actually sat there and read through the clues again. Because if it's not, that whole thing's kind of pointless. I mean, I like the idea of having a place to regroup. I like the idea that you can upgrade weapons and that kind of stuff. But I don't see too much coming out of that right now. So that's a little disappointing. Alex Casey, I mean, I wish you would decide if he's supposed to be a wise mentor, a sidekick, a foil, or what exactly. I'm not quite sure what he's really doing here. He seems like he should be the wise mentor, but Saga just magically knows things, and she seems to be better than him, so what's the point? But again, he's there more to feed plot than he is to actually be a character we like. Contrast that in the original Alan Wake, where Alan Wake was your protagonist and he had flaws and he slowly grew through them as the game progressed. And he was very narcissistic and self-centered when he started out, and he slowly became, you know, a more interesting, a more sympathetic, a more empathetic character as time went on. Barry Wheeler, he was comedic sidekick. We knew exactly what he was, but he also provided the voice of reason. He was go back to the Transformers, he was the sound wave of the crew. He would provide, he did slapstick, but he also provided a reality check when Alan Wake needed it. And here's the thing, when Barry agreed with Alan that there was a serious problem going on, you know, the skeptical, cynical, hard-bitten by reality, you know, agent was actually like, okay, all this spooky stuff you're saying is happening. Yeah, you know what, it's happening. That's when you knew it was real, right? It's like, okay, even Barry agrees. And it gave you some sense of agency. It's like, with the stuff I'm doing, I can actually convince people that there's a problem. I'm not just stuck going through this alone. Here, I guess he's kind of there, kinda. But the thing about Barry is, it was okay to not expect him to back you up with firepower when you needed it, because he's an agent. He's a whiny New Yorker at the end of the day. He's not equipped for armed combat. Alex Casey is like a veteran FBI agent. I kind of expect this man to know what he's doing and that kind of thing. I'm enjoying. The game is okay so far, but it's not knocking me. It's not knocking my socks off here at all. I'm just going to say that straight up. The atmosphere is okay. Once you know, however, that they're going to be just sort of jumping out at you at random points, maybe I'm kind of not fazed by that at this point. Well, I guess we'll see. But the last thing, and this is something that definitely wasn't true of the Alan Wake 1, there's not a lot of action so far. A lot of walking around, a lot of investigating, not a lot of fighting. I hope that changes. I hope that changes. But Alan Wake 1, you jumped right into it, and you started fighting from scene 1 almost, right? In fact, the very first scene was little more than combat. The very intro dream that Alan Wake had was all combat training, and it got used to the mechanics, and it got you on the road to mastering them. Here, I don't know. It almost felt like a little more like a, master the timing of the quick time event a little bit, everything I've been in so far. All right. I've run out of camera. Last word is the games. See you later, guys.